was actually edible. I was a tutor there, did the same kind of stuff. Same thing, worked out, walked the yard, helped people as best I could. They're telling me, well, enjoy it here because you'll never get out of here till your 15 years is up. I said, I bet I will. 6 months afterwards, they called me in, the case manager, going to a halfway house in Denver. All right. So I go to Columbine, 43rd and Columbine. I was there for 9 months. Got a job as a dishwasher. A friend of mine had a restaurant nearby. Made $9 an hour, 9.25, whatever. I was grateful to have that job. So did things change for me? Heck yeah. Before I got in trouble, somebody said, I'll pay you $9 an hour. I would just laugh at them. What are you talking to, man? I was grateful. And I worked the night shift. So I'd work from like 5 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning, and I wouldn't get out of the restaurant till 3 because we had to clean up. I lived 1.5 miles from the I worked 1.5 miles from the halfway house. No buses at 4 in the morning. Nobody would drive me to the halfway house. They were scared of going to a halfway house. I'd say, why are you scared? Just drop me off on the corner. Nobody would do it. I'd walk. And on more than one occasion, I got accosted. And some of the skills I learned in prison about respect, I used. I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but I didn't have a problem. Thought I was one time. It was in the wintertime. There was a lot of snow. These guys were in this cab. They go, get in this cab right now. I said, guys, I love walking. I happen to like this weather. Thank you for your offer. Man, you guys have a good night and be careful driving out there. And they left me alone.
Wow.
So whether that had anything to do with it or not, I imagine it did. I was scared to death, but I didn't show I was scared to death.
Right.
Because that's what they want you to do. So anyway, the parole lady in the halfway house and the gal running it and my case manager, Jackson, you're never going to get out of here. At least you're in a halfway house. You can go home once in a while, see your family for the day. But you've got the restitution. You've got this. You've got that. No one's going to get you out of here. Well, 9 months later, the lady calls me in. She said, I guess I was wrong. We're putting you on ISP, meaning an ankle bracelet. So I went home, had an ankle bracelet. I was on the bracelet for 16 months. The parole officer at the time said, you know, Mark, there are a lot of guys that have to finish their sentence on this ankle bracelet, and you're probably one of them. Yeah. Your restitution was too high. Your crime was too notorious. The victims, they have a say in this. I said, sir, I'm telling you, I've defeated the naysayers every step of the way, and no disrespect, sir, but I think I'm going to get paroled. Well, February of this year, 4 or 5 months ago, go before the parole board. Just one lady was there. She says, you know, I commend you for the job you did. You helped so many people. She said, but I'm really having trouble with that restitution. How are you going to pay that? I said, ma'am, I can't. I'm not allowed to go back in the stock market. I told her if I win the Powerball, and she laughed. I said, ma'am, all I can do is promise you I will make some payment every month. It's like if someone has a debt, they owe a car payment or they owe something at the store. You get a call from a collector. All they want you to do is say, I'll pay you something. And they'll leave you alone. So there's guys that collect restitution. So I met with this guy. He laughed. He said, of course you'll never pay this off. He goes, do me a favor. At the first of every month, just send me $25 and we'll call it good.
Wow.
And he said, if you ever make a lot of money again, doing your speaking or whatever, we can get together and talk about it another. I said, that's perfectly fine. So in February, I get paroled. She overlooked it. The restitution. And again, it's because I treated her with respect. I didn't say, oh, I don't understand why you won't consider me parole. I said, ma'am, I totally understand where you're coming from. I said, but I would like you to look at the good things that I did while I was gone. And look, I'm sitting in front of you 7 years from the time I got a 15-year sentence with a 5-year parole. I'm already here. I did some good things. So she said, we'll get back to you. Parole officer, you wait a month or whatever. He said, don't count on it. I don't think she's going to give it to you. He called me up. He said, well, I'll be damned. You got paroled. So here I am standing here today.